Hi guys! So, after natin mag-factor ng polynomials gamit yung common monomial factor at by grouping, ngayon naman, kukunin natin yung factors ng difference of two squares. Okay? So, I hope medyo familiar na kayo kapag sinabi nating perfect squares para madali natin makuha yung kanilang square root. Okay? So, let's start! Okay, so later, kukunin natin yung factors ng binomials. So, ibig sabihin, dalawang terms. And then, yung terms na yon ay parehas na squares or perfect squares. Okay? So, ano nga ba ulit yung perfect squares? 'Di ba? Yun yung pag minultiply natin or may factor siya na pag minultiply natin sa sarili, yun yung product. So, like, 4, ang factor niya is yung parehas na 2, or pwede rin yung 9, kasi yung factor niya is parehas na 3. Okay? So, yan yung tinatawag nating perfect squares. So, kapag naman sa variable, so, pag sinabi natin ang product natin is x raised to 2, so, ang factor niyan is x times x. Okay? Pag x raised to 4, that is x squared times x squared. And then, yung x raised to 6, that is x cubed times x cubed. Okay? So, basta even number yung kanyang exponent. So, pwede siyang perfect square. Okay? So, makukuha nyo ang kanyang factors. Okay? So, let's start. Okay, so ito, meron tayong 16x squared minus 25. So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung bawat term natin ay perfect squares. So, yung square root, kukunin natin sa bawat term. Okay? So, yung square root ng 16 ay 4. So, gawa muna tayo ng ganito. Para madali. So, yung square root ng 16 ay 4. So, ilagay na natin dito. And then, yung square root ng x squared ay x times x. And then, square root ng 25 ay 5. Okay? So, itong magiging operation nila is isang addition and isang subtraction. So, ito yung nakuha nating factors. 4x plus 5 at saka 4x minus 5. So, check natin gamit ang FOIL method kung tama tayo. So, 4x times 4x, that is 16x squared. And then 4x times negative 5, that is negative 20x. 5 times 4x, that is positive 20x. And then 5 times negative 5, that is negative 25. Okay? So, again, meron tayong apat na terms, pero we can simplify that when we combine like terms. So, we have negative 20x and then positive 20x. So, pag pinagsama mo yan, that will be 0. So, cancel out na siya. So, ang natira na lang ay 16x squared and then negative 25. Okay? So, ito yung product natin and same siya dun sa ating polynomial. So, ibig sabihin, tama ang ating factors na 4x plus 5 and 4x minus 5. Okay? Okay, so kunin naman natin yung factor ng 49x squared minus 9. Okay, so kunin natin yung square root ng 49 and that is 7. Square root ng x squared ay x. And then yung square root ng 1 ay 1. So just put the addition and subtraction sign. Okay, so yan yung factors nila. And then let's check. So 49x squared. So that is negative 7x, positive 7x, and then negative 1. Okay, so cancel this out kasi parehas naman silang positive and negative. So we have now 49x squared minus 1. So ito yung product at same sila ng ating binomial. So ibig sabihin, tama ang ating factors na 7x plus 1 at 7x minus 1. Okay, so meron tayo ditong 3x squared minus 75y squared. And kung mapapansin nyo, yung ating coefficient na 3 at saka 75, hindi sila perfect squares. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kukunin muna natin yung kanilang GCF. Okay? So, ang GCF ng 3 at 75 ay 3. Okay? So, ilalabas natin yan. Alright? And then, kunin natin yung anong i-multiply dito sa 3 para ito yung maging sagot. Alright? So, gagawin lang din natin yung ginawa natin sa common monomial factor. So, divide natin yung bawat term sa 3. So, this is canceled. So, ito yung i-multiply natin sa 3 para maging 3x squared. Okay? And dito naman, 75 divided by 3. So, that is 25. Okay? And then, natira is y squared. Okay? So, in this case, meron na tayong x squared minus 25y squared. And ito na yung dalawang squares na ifa-factor out natin. Okay? So, ganun lang din yung gagawin natin. So, yung square root ng x ay x. The square root ng 25 ay 5. And then, yung square root ng y squared ay y. Okay? So, isang addition, isang subtraction. Okay? And then, just bring down yung 3 dito. So, ibig sabihin, pag minultiply natin to lahat, ito yung magiging sagot. Okay? So, if you want, you can check this using the FOIL method. Dapat ito yung lumabas. And pag minultiply natin to, tsaka to, ito yung lalabas. Okay? Okay, so meron tayo ditong 3x squared minus 75y squared. And kung mapapansin nyo, yung ating coefficient na 3 at saka 75, hindi sila perfect squares. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kukunin muna natin yung kanilang GCF. Okay? So, ang GCF ng 3 at 75 ay 3. Okay? So, ilalabas natin yan. Alright? And then, kunin natin yung anong i-multiply dito sa 3 para ito yung maging sagot. Alright? So, gagawin lang din natin yung ginawa natin sa common monomial factor. So, divide natin yung bawat term sa 3. So, this is canceled. So, ito yung i-multiply natin sa 3 para maging 3x squared. Okay? And dito naman, 75 divided by 3. So, that is 25. Okay? And then, natira is y squared. Okay? So, in this case, meron na tayong x squared minus 25y squared. And ito na yung dalawang squares na ifa-factor out natin. Okay? So, ganun lang din yung gagawin natin. So, yung square root ng x ay x. The square root ng 25 ay 5. And then, yung square root ng y squared ay y. Okay? So, isang addition, isang subtraction. Okay? And then, just bring down yung 3 dito. So, ibig sabihin, pag minultiply natin to lahat, ito yung magiging sagot. Okay? Okay, so i-check natin yung work natin kung tama yung factors na nakuha natin. Okay? So, first, ito muning i-multiply natin. So, x times x, so that is x squared. X times negative 5y, so that is negative 5xy. And then 5y times x, that is positive 5xy. And then 5y times negative 5y, that is negative 25y squared. Okay? So, simplify natin by combining like terms. So, we have negative 5y, or negative 5xy at positive xy. So, when you combine that, that is 0. So, cancel na lang natin. So, ang meron na lang tayo ay x squared minus 25y squared. Okay? And then, bring down natin tong 3. And then, multiply natin gamit yung distributive. So, 3 times x squared, so that is 3x squared. 3 times negative 25y squared, so that is negative 75y squared. Okay? So, ito yung naging product niya. And same dun sa ating polynomial na kinuha na ng factors. So, ibig sabihin, tama yung nakuha natin mga factors. Okay? Okay, so kunin naman natin yung factors ng x raised to 4 minus 81y raised to 4. Okay? So, kunin natin yung square root nila. So, yung x raised to 4, that is x squared. And then yung 81, that's 9. And then yung y raised to 4, that is y squared. Okay? Yan. And then, of course, yung operation nila is isang addition and isang minus. Now, kung mapapansin nyo, meron pa tayo ditong difference ng 2 squares. Kasi yung x squared tsaka 9y squared, they are perfect squares. Okay? So, pwede pa natin ma-factor out yan. So, i-factor out natin to and it will become x times x, and then yung 9, that's 3. And then yung y squared, that's y. Okay? And then, addition and subtraction. Okay? So, ito yung factors ng x squared minus 9y squared. Okay? Then, etong dito, ibababa na lang natin, ilalagay natin dito. Okay? So, the final answer now is x squared plus 9y squared and then x plus 3y and then x minus 3y. Okay? So, yan yung factors ng ating polynomials na x raised to 4 minus 81, y raised to 4. Okay? Okay, so kunin naman natin yung factors ng 16y raised to 4 minus 81y squared. Okay, so yung square root ng 16 ay 4. Square root ng y raised to 4 ay y squared. And then square root ng 81 ay 9. And square root ng y squared ay y. So, isang addition, isang subtraction. Okay? So, here, this is their factors. And check natin kung tama tayo. Okay? Using FOIL method. So, 4y squared times 4y squared. So, that is 16y raised to 4. 4y squared times 9y, or negative 9y, that is negative 36y cubed. And then, 9y times 4y squared, so that is positive 36y cubed. And then 9y times negative 9y, that is negative 81y squared. Okay? So, combine like terms, yung negative 36y cubed at saka positive 36 cubed. So, cancel out. So, meron na lang tayo 16y raised to 4 minus 81y squared. Okay? So, ito yung product at same sila sa polynomial natin. So, ibig sabihin, tama ang ating factors na nakuha na 4y squared plus 9y and 4y squared minus 9y. Okay? Okay, so kunin naman natin yung factors ng ating 2 squares. So, squares pa rin siya kasi etong term na to naka-squares. And then yung 25, that is a perfect square. Okay? So, una, so, pwedeng isulat ulit natin yung ganito. Okay? So, dahil sinabi ditong square, so, susulat natin ng dalawang beses yung 7, or yung x plus x. Okay? And then, kunin natin yung square root ng 25, that is 5. So, addition and subtraction. Tama? So, ito yung square root ng isang term. And, ito naman yung square root ng isang term. Okay? Okay, so, simplify natin. So, itong isang grupo na to, that will become x plus, so, 7 plus 5, that is 12. Okay? And, itong kabila naman ay 7 minus 5, that is positive 2. So, ito na ngayon yung factors nito. Okay? So, for us to double check, let's use the FOIL method. So, x times x, that is x squared. X times 2, that is positive 2x. 12 times x, so that is positive 12x. 12 times 2, that is positive 24. And then combine like terms, so we have now x squared. And then 2x plus 12x, that is positive 14x. And then, just bring down positive 24. Okay, so ito yung product nila. So, ang gagawin natin to compare kung tama tayo is kunin naman din natin to. I-solve natin yan, okay? So, we have here x plus 7 in square, then minus 25. So, i-square natin to by using FOIL method ulit. Okay, so we have here x squared, and then positive 7x, positive 7x, positive 49, and then bring down this, minus 25. Okay? So, simplify natin by combining our terms. So, we have here, so that is 14x, and then constant term natin, 49 minus 45, that is positive 24, and then just bring down yung x squared. Okay? So, ito yung product nila, and same naman sila. So, ibig sabihin, tama yung nakuha nating factors na x plus 12 and x plus 2. Okay? Okay, so kunin natin yung factors ng x raised to 4 minus 256 x raised to 12. So, kung mapapansin nyo, hindi to 2 squares. So, ang gagawin muna natin is kunin natin yung kanilang GCF. So, since ang meron lang naman silang common factor ay x, so ang ilalabas natin dyan is x raised to 4. Okay? So, yung pinakamababa yung exponent. And then, yung factor na pwede nating i-multiply para ito yung maging product. So, ibaba lang natin saglit. So, ito. Okay? So, di ba pwede lang natin i-divide to. So, this is canceled. So, matic 1 siya. And then, since 1 lang yung denominator ng negative 256, so pag dinivide mo, magiging negative 256 pa rin siya. And then, yung x, pag dinivide natin yung x squared, or yung x raised to 12, tsaka x raised to 4, so it will become x raised to 8. Okay? So, ito at ito, yung factors ng ating x raised to 4 minus 256, x raised to 12. Okay? Now, kung mapapansin nyo, itong 1 minus 256, x raised to 8, difference of 2 squares pa rin yan. Okay? 1 is perfect square, and then 256 is a perfect square, and 8 raised to x raised to 8. Okay? So, kukunin na naman natin yung factors nito. It is 1. Lakihan natin. So, it will become, yung square root ng 1 ay 1. Square root ng 256 ay 16. And then, square root ng x raised to 8 is x raised to 4. And of course, yung operation nila is isang addition, isang subtraction. So, dito, meron kang mapapansin na difference of 2 squares ulit. So, kunin ulit natin ang kanilang factors. So, yung square root ng 1 ay 1. Square root ng 16 ay 4. Square root ng x raised to 4 ay x squared. And then addition and subtraction. So, ito ay isa na naman siyang difference of 2 squares. So, kunin ulit natin ang kanyang factor. So, square root ng 1 ay 1. Square root ng 4 ay 2. And then, square root ng x squared ay x. And then, isang addition, isang subtraction. So, ito, hindi na siya difference ng 2 squares kasi hindi na siya perfect squares. Okay? So, ang final na factors ay, so, pagsasamahin lang natin sila actually. So, ito, 4x raised to, x raised to 4. And then ito, 1 plus 16, x raised to 4. And then ito, 1 plus 4x squared. Wait. And then ito, at saka ito. Okay, sulit lang natin. So, 1 plus 2x. And then, 1 minus 2x. Okay? So, in short, ito ngayon ang kanyang buong factors. Okay? So, pag minultiply natin to, bali ito dapat yung lalabas. Okay?